wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. Right, this is the Talk Beat Jones, and again, I am Billy E. Jones, and want to thank you for being with us from all around the world, and appreciate the wonderful things and the sharing that you're doing and the liking that you're doing on the program. We really appreciate that, and continue as we are moving further and further and further into what 2023. 2023. Looking at 2024, but I tell you what, we're going to bring you some great, great programs in 2024. But again, we're not finished 2023. So remember, you tell your friends to Talk Beat Jones. We're on air every Wednesday from 10 to 11 a.m. That's right, from 10 to 11 a.m. The program is live, coming to you on TV 33, WHPR, WHPS. And of course, you can go to the TV 33 YouTube. Let's do it this way. Go to YouTube, TV 33 on demand, and you can watch the program. You go to videos, and you can watch the program any day from this year until infinity. That's right. It's there for your program, my program, to be seen by any person's period from this date on. It's there. And it goes around the world. And again, for my persons and friends that have been communicating to me from different parts of the world, I want to thank you for letting us know that you enjoy the conversational style of Talk Beat Jones. And again, some folks are saying they're learning how to communicate, how to talk without the fuss, without the arguments, without all the other stuff, and watching and listening to the Talk Beat Jones. So again, this again is your Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy E. Jones. And again, we're on the air every Wednesday, live from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. There is a repeat broadcast on Sunday on 15.2. The time is 4 p.m. But again, family, you go to that R.J. Watkins page, the one that has that bar Q, and you can see the program live. And if you missed it live, then of course it's there for you to go to R.J. Watkins page again, just like on demand at any time. And you can see the program, and you can enjoy and pass it and share it to other friends just like that. I have a great program for you today. I have a friend from the Bay Area, Oakland, California. The name, I'll let the person that's on the line give you their name, because it's not just one, but it's two. So I'll let them introduce themselves to the world, to the family of the Talk Beat Jones. Remember, before it's all said and done, I will talk to you about that Jones Size Zoom. We are getting ready. We're getting ready. I'm getting some of my queens from the Jones Size Club who are starting to come in and be a part of what I am doing on the Zoom program. But right now, I want to bring in my guest and let them introduce themselves and tell you, and let them tell you what it is that they do. Hello, friends. Can you talk to us and let us know who you are? Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear us? I am Stacy Hall Stewart, and I'm with my husband.
Okay.
Stewart.
Hello there.
Stewart. How
Yes.
you doing?
Real great, real great. Great to hear from you. Great to hear your voices this morning.
Thank you.
Now, tell us a little bit about the Stewarts. First of all, before we get into the Stewarts, Stacy, give me a little bit of you, and because you go way back to that child of mine, Shalise.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about, and also my niece, Renee.
Renee, the
Mm-hmm.
dear friend and client.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little bit about myself. I am non-surgical.
Are you on a cell phone? I mean, in a room where there's other mechanics. The speaker. Are you on the speakerphone?
I am on speaker. Let me take it
Okay,
off.
come off
How
speaker.
is that?
Yeah, come off speaker. There we go.
That's better?
Yeah, because the
Okay.
other way you break up. Okay.
Okay. So I'm a non-surgical hair replacement specialist. I'm the actual third generational hairstylist. My grandmother bought our hair salon started our
But
hair
wait,
salon
but
in
but
1950.
I got to interrupt you, and I'll do this
Hmm.
for the audience. When you say non-surgical hair replacement, go into what that entails.
So non-surgical hair replacement, I actually was trained at the Hair Club for Men.
Okay.
So if anybody is familiar with the Hair Club for Men, it does non-surgical hair replacement.
Okay.
So basically what that is we replace hair and blend it in with the existing hair. So if you've seen a man with no hair on top, but he has hair on the sides, we actually fill that hair in, blending it in with the existing hair.
Okay.
So I do that for men and women.
Okay.
I am also a book author,
You say a book.
songwriter,
A book
singer.
author. Wait, we're gonna take it slow. A
Yes,
book author.
yes, sir.
What form of books do you write, and what do you write about?
I have a book called Unstoppable in the Face of No Agreement. It's a memoir and self-help book. Tells about my life being in the music industry, my life having a mother in the music industry. It talks about the grief. I lost most of my immediate family in a 7 year span. And I went through a lot of grief. My brother was murdered.
Wow.
My mother died of breast cancer.
Okay.
And my father had a heart attack in which me and my sisters found him.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I talk a lot about grief and how to get back up
Mm-hmm.
when you fall, to be resilient in life.
What did that do mentally to you to have all of those situations going on? What did that do to you? Did it knock you totally out of your game, or how
Yes,
did you
it
do?
did.
Tell us
It
quickly.
knocked me totally out of my game. When my mother died in 2000, she was 46 years old. I was 25.
Wow.
Yeah, and I moved to Los Angeles and started working for the Hair Club for Men in Beverly Hills.
Now that's the big. Now
And
you talking about the big club that
uh huh,
all of us men that was losing our hair. We would look at that. Yeah, we would look at that, and we would think,
That was
um,
me.
yes,
do I want the skin look, or do I want to
yes.
replace it with that debonair look? So you were trained and accredited through the Hair Club for Men.
Yes, yes. I
Oh,
was trained in the credit. I worked in Beverly Hills and in Glendale, California.
you're a bad lady, huh?
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and when I went to Los Angeles, I really crashed and burned. My mom was just gone at that point.
Yes.
And I basically grieved to the point to where it took me to drug addiction.
Okay.
And I was addicted for 6 years. I came home, and my brother was murdered.
Wait.
And that was the.
Were you in another state, another
I was in Los Angeles.
during the time that you had the addiction?
Yes.
Okay. And
And
mm-hmm.
I basically came home
Mm-hmm.
so that I could get my life together.
Oh,
And as I'm home rehabilitating, my brother was murdered.
wow.
And so that was either you get on the pot or get off.
Yes.
And I decided to change my life and transform my life.
Okay. Okay.
And at that point, by 2013, I was transforming my life. I really, really did the work.
Mm-hmm.
And after I did the work, God was like, write a book.
That's right.
And I was very obedient. So I did the book and I did the music soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
My brother
Wait. You did a
was
musical soundtrack to the book?
yes, and we're actually getting ready to revise it right now. So each chapter of the book has a song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Little deviation, but I'm gonna come back. There was a song that you wrote for me that I could use.
Yes.
The
It's called
workouts.
Burn It.
Yes, burn it. So
Yep.
I'd like to use that on my Jones Size Zoom program if I could.
Yes. I would love for you to do that.
Yes. I would love to have that, and if you could send that to me, I would love
Yes.
to incorporate that into the program because again, but I don't want to go into that right now. Let's talk about just again going back to you.
Yes. So moving forward, I
songs.
basically wrote the book. I
Mm-hmm.
recorded the music project, and in the middle of recording the music project, my brother was a producer. That's when he was murdered,
Wow.
and so I wasn't going to do the music project to the book.
Okay.
And I basically went to the studio, and the engineer at the studio said, "Your brother left you over 150 tracks on
Wow.
this disc that you left, and they were all mixed and mastered."
Wow.
So I continued the music project to go with the book, and I released that in 2017.
Now, can the folks still get that book?
Yes,
Now,
Amazon.
okay. Now, I want you to take.
Unstoppable in the face of no
I
agreement.
want you to take your time and tell us how, and what do we look for? Where do we go? And what steps do we go to in terms of ordering or picking up the book from wherever we may be? Because remember, you're going around the world.
Okay.
So if there's any
So,
way for folks to get the book, please let them know.
yes, you can get it at Barnes and Noble. You can definitely get it on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the book is called Unstoppable in the Face of No Agreement.
Now, unstoppable, is that one word or is that
Unstoppable is one word.
Okay, okay. And your listed pen name is what?
Stacy A. Hogue.
Stacy A. Hogue. And that's spelled,
Yes.
last name is spelled how?
Hogg.
Okay, okay. We got, now, is there any other books that you have or any other books in
I'm
mind?
currently writing 2 books right now. My next book that I'm coming out with is going to be called Be Your Own Doctor. I was diagnosed with severe allergies, and I really had a CSF brain leak.
No,
And
wait.
if it
Now, what?
wasn't
No,
for me
no,
doing
now, you gave that, but break that down. What is that you just described?
cerebral fluid leak, we
No.
have our brain float in cerebral fluid.
Say that
And
again.
that fluid,
Say that again for those who kind of struggled for a moment to understand that. Say it again slow.
our brains float in cerebral fluid.
Okay.
So I had a cerebral fluid leak
Okay.
in which the fluid in my brain was dripping out of my nose.
Dripping out of your
And
nose?
yes,
Wow.
and the doctors put me on prescription medication for severe allergies.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't believe that I had allergies.
Okay.
So I collected the fluid coming out of my nose, and I took it to ER and demanded that they tested it. They tested it, and it was brain fluid. They
Wow.
had to take me into emergency surgery.
So the other doctors didn't pick up on that.
No,
You had to
they
go. You had
misdiagnosed
become.
me and put me on medication.
So you had to be your own person to be
I had to be
proactive.
my own doctor.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Did they know that the fluid was coming out of your? I mean, that they could see the fluid was coming out your nose. They didn't
Yeah.
test it or
They
wonder what was happening.
no. They told me that we live in a world, and I'm just going to be brutally honest.
Please do.
We live in a world where medication and the pharmaceuticals have taken over. Dogs, cats, birds are on pills right now.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And
Yes.
so we have got to be our own doctors, be our own advocates, so that we are not just thrown medicine. So they threw me allergy medicine. They're like, "Oh yeah, you got to take these twice a day for the rest of your life."
Wow.
And I was like, "No, I don't.
Yes.
I will not take anything for the rest of my life."
Right. Right.
So I had to be my own advocate
Mhm.
to get to the bottom of what was going on with my body.
So we want the folks that hear out there who have problems with their health and understanding, going to the doctor and the doctor saying this and that and etc., but they're not listening to you. Take understanding what she's saying. You got to sometimes take your own health, be your own person to understand that you got to respect your body and take care of your body yourself. If you're not satisfied, if you don't feel that the doctors are doing something that's correct for you, check what this lady just did. She took it up on her own self. Go ahead, Stacey. I just want to put that in there.
Yeah. We have to be our own advocates, or take someone with you to the hospital to be an advocate for you.
Mhm.
You know, because in today's time, it's about pharmaceuticals or nothing.
Right. Right. You know, especially when they show you and they give you all these medications, and folks have to listen to all of the after they done showed you the wonderful thing about what the medications will do for you for that situation. But when you listen to that last little clause, it tells you about, oh, by the way, this particular medication can give you 7 to 8 different other
Oh
reactions.
yeah.
And
If you listen to the commercials that come on TV, they
yes,
like abdominal bleeding, death. Like they tell you straight up, like you're gonna die taking this
yes,
medicine.
yes. It's either from what you got or from what the medication is going to cause you to have. You
Yeah,
know,
well, see, the whole thing is that Western medicine is not bad, right?
right.
But a lot of these diseases are holistic. We bring this on ourselves by the way we think,
Come
our
on, come on.
actions, our, you're depressed, you're angry, you're building disease in your body.
Thank you.
So the thing is to get to the core issues.
Hmm.
What is your core issue?
Come on, teach.
What is the thinking? What is the thought pattern behind this disease?
Come on, teach us.
Yes. So I don't say don't take medicine or don't take pharmaceuticals, but get to the root of your issue while you're taking these pills.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. Don't just so me working in hair replacement, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know the top medications that takes women's hair out, women and men.
Wait. You
And
say
it's
that
high blood pressure.
you say they take the hair out of
Top
women.
medications that take women's hair out
Okay.
is high blood pressure pills,
Okay.
thyroid,
Okay.
and diabetes.
And diabetes. Okay.
The doctor is not going to tell any of these women that their hair is going to fall out. Guess who tells them?
Who is that?
Me. In a consultation before I do their hair.
Yes.
I have a whole list of things that I ask them, and when I see that they're on high blood pressure pills, this is why your hair is coming out.
So when
They say, well, the doctor never told me that.
yes.
You know what I tell them?
What's that?
You never asked.
Ah. I have a friend. I've had friends who have gone to the beauty shops, and they're wondering. They come saying, "I don't know why my hair keeps thinning." And
That's why.
And the shop person, they may have some special concoction that they put together and say use, but it's really still not working. My hair is still thinning.
If
Could
they're on
that be?
medication, that's why.
Could that be because, like I said, they're not the person that's doing the hair is not asking them about what medications they're taking? They
That's
should
right.
be doing that.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's where I am. I want to educate hairstylists on having these type of consultations. They don't do that anymore.
Okay.
I don't touch you if I don't do a consultation.
Is that comes from the fact that your grandmother and your mother?
It comes from the fact that my grandmother was my educator. Yes.
Okay. Okay. She's and
Yes.
that's old school. That was the school
Old school.
that yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a young person, but you got that old school spirit and old school
That's right.
energy, that old school understanding of what it
Yes.
takes to grow a beautiful head of hair.
Yes.
Got you. Okay.
So you can, in a nutshell, call me a hair care expert.
Okay.
That's who I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
So moving forward,
Mhm.
um,
But wait. I see a
my
picture.
breast cancer foundation. That's what I was saying.
Well, I'm looking at a picture which says with Stacy Hogg. Got a big pretty smile. Got your hair. I think it's gray and a white blouse maybe.
Uh-huh.
So this is the picture that we're showing right now.
I can't see it.
No, I'm just letting you know what's on the screen for you.
Oh, it's on the screen.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, continue, please.
Yes. So I basically started the Sharon Randolph Foundation, Breast Cancer Foundation, in 2004 in memory of my mother. And my main program is the non-surgical hair replacement
Okay.
program, where I do non-surgical hair replacement for women who lose hair during chemotherapy, surgery, or radiation.
Now, why is that so important for women who are taking radiation treatment for cancer or whatever it may be?
Well,
And
you
then
know, in
go ahead.
today's time,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, in today's time, you have a lot of women who are just like ready to go bald.
Okay.
And that's confidence, right?
Right.
But a lot of women don't have confidence like that.
Mhm.
So this program is my Look Good, Feel Good program, where we give ladies their hair back in 12 weeks. They have a full head of hair. We do a photo shoot. Makeup artists, they come and do their makeup, and we make them feel good about themselves, because when you look good, you feel good.
That's right. That's
It's
right.
it's proven.
Mm-hmm.
So to add insult to injury, insult to injury,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me, they throw people wigs when they lose hair.
They
Well,
do-
a wig is very different from what I make. A wig can come off; it has nothing to hold on to.
Correct.
These hair systems that I make are state of the art. So they're fused to the scalp. They can go swimming, they can work out, they can live their lives vibrantly like they did before cancer.
That came from your background of being trained through the hair club for men. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. I mean, you have that specialized training that it's not something where you can just go to this person or that person or go to
Oh,
this
no.
salon and
See, my clients put me on a plane.
wait. Now don't
They
play
fly
with.
me
Now,
out
wait.
to
Don't
there.
don't play with that statement because I want folks to know how valuable you are. What did you just say?
I have clients who actually fly me to their city to do their hair.
Talk to me. I want folks to know.
Yep.
See, I want folks to know who I'm talking with. I want folks to know that I'm not just going down the street and picked up somebody who was on the street, said, "Hey, I got a hair comb, I got some grease, and I do hair."
Yeah.
I'm not that type of person, y'all. I got the person who's the expert. So
Yes,
from wherever you
I am
are,
an
if you got a
expert,
problem,
and I have a specialty.
yes. So if you got a problem,
Everybody can't do what I do.
so if you got a problem and you're listening to this lady and you say, nobody is doing it to my satisfaction, then that's because they don't have the satisfactory background to understand how it's really done. So
Yeah.
the ladies I'm speaking to, by the way, give them a telephone number. Can someone want to talk with you or check with you or see
Oh.
what maybe you could do something?
Yes, they can reach me at area code 818
818
422
422
4174.
4174. Now you give that number one more time and I'll be quiet.
Okay, 818 422 4174.
And you will accept a call from persons asking about the hair, asking
Yeah,
about
just tell them
consultation.
that they tell them to say that they got my number from the Billy E. Jones show,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll get in.
Well, I just want them to know who you are and to listen and understand that this voice is a voice that can help you, family. This voice can help you because do you do men hair replacement as well?
I do men as well.
That's what
Yep.
I'm saying.
And the listeners, they can go to XO Hair Alternatives on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and I have pictures, before and after pictures. We're also on Instagram,
Okay.
XO_.
Okay.
Hair Alternatives.
Okay. Do that one more time for those who are kind of like shaky about that underscore stuff. Do it again.
Okay, XO_.
XO.
Hair Alternatives.
Okay. Okay. So that's so men, if you out there a little shaky, you got that spot and you got that front that's going back to the half of your head, you know what you want to do. You need some help. Call this lady. Get some help, brothers. Don't wait till it's too late. And it's never too late if you have someone who can take care of it from the scalp. How about that?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Now, I found that you have a lot of women that come to you for advice on various different things. In fact, I came into your studio, your hair salon, when I was in Cali, and you were doing my niece Renee's her hair.
Renee.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it was such a pleasant place to be involved, to come into.
Yeah, 76 years in business.
Yes, and I had no idea that Renee was speaking about you when she was saying all those wonderful things. It's funny how small this world can be.
That's right.
But so tell us more about
Renee, your niece
Mm-hmm.
wrote the foreword in my book.
Oh, she's a bad. Well, I mean, you're a bad woman. My niece is a bad woman. And I'm gonna get to that man that you got hanging in the back there too.
That's right.
Yeah. So I want him to know that. Yeah, I want him to know we're going to talk with him too. But I want to get the background of this woman, so the folks can know who it is that we're talking to, And
Yes.
those who got a problem can know that we got answers for you. So many times people say, I got these problems, got these problems, got these problems, but they never give you no answers. When you
Right.
come on the Talk B. Jones show with the Talk B. Jones, we bring folks that can give you answers.
That's right.
Okay, now you continue with your comments.
Solutions.
Solutions. That's a better word.
Yes. It's a different vibration. When you're in a problem
Mm-hmm.
versus solution, when you're in the problem, that vibration is
Yes.
like stagnated.
Yes.
But when you go into solution, it's a different vibration.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because you're going into peace and harmony, you know?
Now, what gave you the financial savvy that you possess, because you also deal with finance?
Yes.
Talk about that
So
for a
my
moment.
financial savvy came from my grandmother. I was telling someone this yesterday. My grandmother used to do business, and at the end of the night, my sister would have to count up the checks. I would have to count the money. We would have to do the deposit slips, and we would go with her to the drop box. So we watched, and being that we had grandparents who were business owners, it was just passed down.
Yes.
It was generational. I tell people all the time that if you're leaving your kids money and you have not talked to them about financial literacy,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
blow up your policy. Just burn it.
Just burn
Because
it.
that's what the kids are going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be invested. The only way that we still have the property that was bought 76 years ago is that we had financial literacy.
Yes. Yes.
We still have this house in West Oakland. My grandparents bought it for $8,000, and this is now $1 million neighborhood.
Wait, tell them again. What did you just say? An $8,000 house in the West Oakland
In West Oakland,
is now worth how much?
$1 million.
1 million. How about that?
Mhm.
And do you remember? I can remember when West Oakland was considered the ghetto.
Oh yeah,
And so for folks who listen to me in the Detroit area, it's kind of like when we talk about like the East Side, not the ghetto, but the toughness, the roughness of the East Side. That is West Oakland, except it was totally run down, big beautiful homes that was run down, et cetera, et cetera. But now that's part of town is worth what?
millions.
Mm-hmm. So those who were able to stay and continue to pass their homes on to the children, and the children were able to keep it, those homes are lifesavers.
Lifesavers. It is a lifesaver.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Now, as we are going through, I want to, just before we come into the break, you have a man there,
Yes, sir.
and can you put him on the phone?
Yes, I can. Hold on.
Thank you.
Good morning. How you doing, Billy?
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just
Tell
sitting
me.
here listening to you guys talk.
Well, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about who you are and what you about before we go into the other part.
Okay, well, my name is Lavelle Stewart. I'm one half of the Stewarts. We do pretty much what you do every Monday,
Mm-hmm.
where we have a podcast called The Unstoppable Stewards.
Now,
And we come
slow.
on-
Now, hold it. Now, for those of us, we hear folks say, "I got a podcast," or "Join me on my podcast." We hear the big time folks who got a podcast. Kind of help us who are listening, like I said, for the world people who are listening but don't understand. Try to help them understand what is a podcast.
Well, what we do every Monday is we come on and we filter out positive information, awareness, about everything from relationships to helping kids with 504 and IEP plans for school.
Now,
We
you
are-
threw out some stuff that kind of got me a head shaking. I said, "What is a 504 and an IE something? What is that?"
Well, IEP plan is something individual education plan for
Okay.
a child. And unfortunately, what's going on in the public school system is a lot of kids are being pushed back and pushed over and pushed to the side. And little did they know that they had these various resources in place that had their parents ask for these resources. The school districts have to stop and basically test those child to find out their learning capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And once they find out the learning capacity, then that IEP actually follows them all the way to college.
Okay. Okay.
So it's having been on both sides of the sector, going to public schools, and then unfortunately in 1994, I went to jail.
Okay.
And I ended up spending 28 years of incarceration. When I
Wait,
came home,
did you say 20?
I
You
was
say
able to work
20?
at a school district.
You say
In this
28?
school
You say
district,
28 years?
Yes.
You were at the
yes,
age of 28.
I was 23 when I left. I came home at 51.
Wow, bro, welcome home, and like I said, congratulations, because you've been nothing but positive, and you've been doing some wonderful, great things with the experience. But
Thank you
continue
very
right
much.
now. I just want to say congratulations on the turnaround and becoming a valuable member of our society. Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much. Well, it was very important to me to come home and kind of show that individuals who come up out of prison aren't barbaric. We aren't institutionalized. We aren't coming out like a dog that's been locked up in a cage for
Okay.
years and just decides to run rampant in the neighborhood.
Right.
It was very important to me to show a different side, that here it is, I'm out here giving back to my community as well as helping individuals in these schools, and it's something that is so near and dear to me, because I had the ability to actually sit across from psychiatrists, principals, and teachers and hear the same verbiage that I heard months earlier prior to me being released from prison, when I had to do what's called a psychiatric evaluation to see if I was mentally competent to come out of those doors.
Right.
And so to hear that same verbiage used for kindergarten through sixth grade, that these young men and women's minds aren't fully developed, and then this pipeline being set up, literally school to prison pipeline, school to Holstrom pipeline, where they are just literally giving up on these babies and just throwing them away. I saw this, me and my wife saw this, because she was working at one school, and I was working at the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were seeing the same exact situation and realized that this is just not a California thing. This is literally a situation that's going on across the country. And then we found out just recently, dealing with some people in Africa, that it's going on in Africa too.
That's true. That's true. And and this is one thing that that I spoke on many years ago when I came to Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
The things I wanted to bridge was that for black folks, the system that was used in Oakland would be used in Detroit,
Yeah.
or in a system that was developed and used in Detroit would be used later in Oakland. So
Right.
what we're finding, as you're talking about that program, is the template. They set up a template to be that is depressing our folk,
Right.
and they pass it on because this is what works in these communities. Legally,
Exactly.
this is what we can do to them. And so the
And the
thing was to
funny thing-
have us talk together like we're
Yeah.
doing now, so we can find it's not just happening in Oakland. It's not just happening in Detroit. It's not just
Right.
happening in Chicago. These are the plans of how the society has placed things in order for us to be treated in a certain fashion, period.
Absolutely.
Continue, please.
And the funny thing is, when I came home, I was working for a nonprofit. Had I not been working for this nonprofit, the school district would have never hired me based on my record.
Okay.
So I wouldn't have never been able to have privilege of the information that I ended up hearing, realizing that they're using the same exact verbiage the psychiatrists out here that's in these elementary schools are using the same exact words that I just heard coming home out of prison.
Here's what
I couldn't believe it.
Here's what I want to do with you. I want you to hold on as we prepare to go to a commercial break.
Yes.
And when we come back, I do want you to continue teaching because, again, parents want to know, why is my little Johnny and my little Susan having these type of problems?
Absolutely.
Okay? So when we come back, let's talk about that. But right now, we're going to prepare to go to a commercial break. But I want to let folks know right now, we talk about health. There is no, there is no wealth if you do not have your health.
Absolutely.
Okay? So family, we're going to talk about lemon burn. That's internal. You want to get it from the inside and then work the outside, but you got to work that inside. So when you listen to the conversation that's coming to you from Lemon Burn, the person that you're hearing, that's the owner of TV33 WHPR WHPS, Mr. R.J. Watkins, and his star person, Miss LaWanda. Okay? So family, check this out. But remember, the Talk Beat Jones, we're on air every Wednesday from 10 to 11 live. There's a repeat broadcast on a Sunday on station 15.2. And you can go to, of course, YouTube, TV33 on demand. You go there, you go to videos, and you can pick up the shows, see them at any given time, and see the program live by going to RJ Watkins' page, the one that has that in queue. And you go to, just scroll down and you can see the shows live, and you can see shows that's already been produced. That's the way we roll right about now, and it goes around the world. I am Billy Jones. This is Talk Beat Jones. Don't forget, we're going to talk about that Jones size of Zoom too, but let's take the commercial break and be right back. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
Hi, this is LaWanda.
This is R.J. Watkins.
Coming to you to bring you some information about the #1 detox in the nation, Lemon Burn. Lemon Burn helps to turn the fat into fit. It's for you, a happier, healthier you. Because healthy is the new beautiful. An all-natural way to improve your health. It promotes a healthy digestive system, attacks and reduces belly fat, as well as gives you energy. Need to get yours today. Call 313-868-6612.
Don't forget to exercise and eat right.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Mattered. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
Generational wealth. No risk, no reward. All entrepreneurs, get yours personalized with your business's name or logo. Order yours today. GenerationalWealthForLife.com or call 313-220-9433. That's 313-220-9433. Generational wealth. No risk, no reward.
You know what it is, generational wealth.
TV33 is moving to WHPS TV channel 15.2. Make sure to rescan the channels on your TV. Then go to WHPS channel 15.2 to pick up TV33 and all of your favorite shows. The move is on, and we want you to move with us to WHPS channel 15.2.
To go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. B. Jones. Once again, I am Billy E. Jones. And again, family, we really certainly appreciate all the wonderful love that the family's been showing us from around the world, doing the sharing and the like. And they told me that things are going so well that I am now a digital creator and should be doing more and looking at how I can do the finances, etc. But I'm just interested in putting out a wonderful Talk Beat Jones program, have great guests, and have a wonderful family enjoying what we do here at TV 33, WHPR, WHBS. Wonderful guests, great guests, and I'm going to bring back. Let's see. I believe we have the gentleman on the line right now, but I want to let them know that we got a Soul Beat connection here. I'm from Soul Beat. I'm from Soul Beat Television, and we have a guy here who is dual. He is both WHPR, and he also was Soul Beat Television, Mr. Timmy Tim, and he found your podcast. So we're going to be able to put your podcast picture on the screen. So there it is. It's on the screen right now. It says The Unstoppable Stewards. Is that you? So let's talk about The Unstoppable Stewards real quick.
The Unstoppable Stewards kind of came together.
Tell them the real how we unstoppable.
It came together after we went to the schools and saw what we were talking about prior to the commercial break. And we just really wanted to get this message out here. And my wife was already doing the unstoppable thing. And then we just came together because of what I was out here doing, advocating and speaking on all the stuff that was going on in Oakland that I was seeing.
Yes.
And we just came an unstoppable force.
That's the unstoppable force. That's what. Okay. So you guys combined your skills, your talents, your life understanding.
Yes, we did, and it's very important that the two dynamics come together in class the way that they do, because it gives everybody a voice. Mm-hmm. For the individuals who feel like I may be too rough around the edges, my wife compliments me because of her prior endeavors and what she does in the community.
Yes.
So it's a balance that works for the both of us. People gravitate because they want to hear what we're talking about. And so what we advocate to is to help these babies out here because they're in a cold state right now.
Okay.
And they are literally walking in my shoes because I can identify with that. I can understand where they come from and the things that they are going through. And I'm here to tell them, hey, if you don't pay attention to what you're doing, you're going to end up where I just left.
And so when you tell them that, because see, we grew up in a time when they said, well, you don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Well, it just seems like today, as I look at the celebrities and the rappers and different folks, etc., it seems like, hey, I'm going to do a crime because I want to do the time because that's going to make me more popular.
And, that's a sad mental concept to have. It makes absolutely no sense to me because half of these dudes don't know what prison is like. And what they do is they watch TV and they emulate what they see, or they listen to these songs and they think that that's what prison is.
Right.
And I tell them there is 1% in prison that might be living the way that these people are describing.
Yes.
But the rest of us, prison is hell.
Yes.
And it breaks on you mentally, it breaks on you psychologically, and it will tear your body down if you don't pay attention physically.
Right.
So it's every day it's a struggle in there. And people just really don't understand, why would you glorify that? It's like our ancestors actually standing on the coast of Carolina and glorifying what it took to get across that water in order to get here.
Yes.
Who makes a rap song about that?
Yes.
Who makes a show and try to say, yeah, this is what we were doing. This was a hell of a thing. Are you kidding me? That you don't do nothing like that. So it's unfortunate that society, glorifies all this ignorance. And that's what the Unstoppable movement is about. It's about, saying, hold on, there's a different narrative to all of this ignorance that we're seeing every day.
Okay. And how do people get the podcast?
Oh, well, we're on YouTube under Unstoppable Stewards, and every Monday we go live on Twitch.tv for 3 to 4.
No, wait. You go live on what again?
Twitch.
.tv
// Bay Life Radio.
Okay, spell that first part. Twitch.
Twitch will be TWITCH. There will be a period, a dot, / Bay Life Radio.
Okay.
Twitch.tv / Bay Life Radio. I'm sorry.
Okay. We're gonna have to find a way to get you and her so you can talk together, back and forth. Because you know how us men are when we get a good, great woman.
Yeah.
We know we all that in a cake of cookies, but if we got that great woman, we know that she's the topping.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And this lady keeps me on my straight and narrow to do what I'm supposed to be doing. And I just tell people, folks who think that they need to come out here and do something ignorant, or those individuals who are out here doing that,
Yes.
trust and believe it ain't worth it.
Yes. No, brother, you blessed. You are blessed. And
Thank you.
From what I have seen and what I've been able to observe from afar, I have seen that Stacy has reached a level of comfort, a level of feeling secure, of feeling loved, and being embraced with her career that has expansion, that's able to continue to expand with her man.
Right.
You see, that's what that is a difference, my bro. Is that a lot of folks, a lot of men would have been able to attract a Stacy, but they would have been intimidated once they got involved intimately with her and see all the things she's doing and talent she have, would become intimidated and would start trying to crawl and claw her back.
And
You've
Billy,
done nothing
it's
but
funny you say that, right?
Talk to me.
Because when I came home, it was like finding a diamond in the rough.
Yes.
I couldn't believe that nobody was involved with this woman and all the stuff that she was doing. But like you said, a moving force, some people get intimidated by that, and they don't know how to embrace that.
Yes.
Because they want to be the dominant.
Yes.
And in this situation right here,
Yes.
this woman allows me to be who I am,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, she's a phenomenal woman to the point where I can, sit back and know that she got stuff under control. So let's say I couldn't handle it if I couldn't. You know what I mean?
That's right, my brother. I had to give you the fist on that one. I had to.
Yeah.
I had to. And the brothers out there listening, ladies, sometimes I just talk with, ladies and such, but I'm talking with the men too, because we have to understand. We have to appreciate the woman that we have that can go that extra step for us.
Yes, exactly.
And take all those.
And I want to say to those sisters that's, going back and forth to them jailhouses every week,
Yes.
God bless them. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? And hopefully that they got somebody that's in there doing fine-tuning on themselves, so when they come home, they can be, fully engaged in their family and not veer off and get caught up in what society is out here trying to offer.
Come on
now. A
now.
lot of times these women invest so much in these men in prison only to be disappointed when a man comes home and veers to the right or left and don't pay attention to what's in front of them. And that's unfortunate.
So what message would you give to the brothers that potentially will get this video, because once it's recorded, this video, someone may send this video to them and they may be sitting in a place where they shouldn't be, sitting back where the man had got them restricted in jail. What would you say to that man who's listening to this video and are in that position, but they're about ready to come out?
I just got to say this first. God is amazing. And in 1996, I was sentenced by a black woman in Oakland Municipal Court to 60 years to life.
Wow.
This woman was extremely pissed off at me when she gave me this time because I was acting a fool in the courtroom.
Okay.
being very disrespectful verbally and doing things that I had no business doing.
Okay.
So fast forward, I get off work, and my wife asked me to come to an event and speak. And when I got up there and I began to speak, there was a retired judge that was out there listening to me. And so I was able to actually talk to this lady, find out that she was going to dinner with the judge who had sentenced me to all that time all those years ago.
Okay.
And I wanted to thank this woman because I was that person at that particular time.
Okay.
Ignorant,
Okay.
you know. And so when I say that, a lot of individuals that are sitting in prison right now, they deserve to be there. But guess what?
What's that?
That was one act that defined a moment, and that moment doesn't define your life. So if you're going to do what you're supposed to do, I would suggest that you hold on to that woman, because that woman is there for you. She loves you. She supports you. Don't veer past that. Don't act like you don't hear, because she gonna argue. She gonna fuss. She gonna fight for you.
Now,
Don't come home and forget what she has done for you.
Now here's where we are. I'm on a time roll, but here's how I want to do
Okay.
this, because again, you got something I want to do real quick. Let's go all the way back to when you were 16, 17, 18 years of age, and got to kind of short clip it for me, okay?
Okay.
But why were you so rebellious, or why were you so egregious towards people or situations, or how was it that you just had to stand out with that type of mentality? Tell me about that real quick.
Well, the similarities between the two cities that we're currently in, Detroit and Oakland,
Yes.
we were both being flooded by drugs at the time of the age that you're speaking about.
Talk to me.
And growing up in this particular era, you know, my mother was very strict in terms of doing what I'm supposed to be doing,
Yes.
and she was on me. But at the same time, being caught up in that whole crack thing and all of that,
Yes.
it was affecting my household as well.
Yes.
So I was seeing drugs in my house, and I acted out accordingly.
Yes.
Because in my household, you know, you didn't disrespect your mother or father.
Okay.
So my form of disrespect came to me acting out in school, acting out in the neighborhood, and then eventually when I got older, I began to terrorize my own community.
Okay.
And based on that upbringing, I suppressed a whole bunch of anger and rage and took it out on people outside of my house.
Come on, brother. You testifying.
And not really knowing how to express it verbally. And that's one thing that we do on the Unstoppable podcast every Monday, is try to get people out of that comfort zone of saying, okay, we all going through some things.
Yes.
Speak on it. And ain't no big eyes, little U's here. We done all been through some stuff before. But you got to express it, because suicide, unfortunately, in our community,
Yes.
is running rampant.
Talk to me.
And it has no expression, no verbal, it has no smell, it has no distinctive look. And oftentimes when individuals take their life, the first thing that we say is, wow, we didn't see it.
Yes.
Well, suicide is not to be seen.
Yes. Come on,
It
brother.
just happens.
Teach today.
And,
Teach.
And to prevent that, that's where I come in.
Okay.
And say, listen, I've been to where you've been. I know what it's like. I've been there.
Yes.
And you can sit down, you can talk to me, you can cry, you can yell, you can do everything that you need to do, but I need you to get that out of you, because once you release it, you feel so much better. It's like the exercise that you promote, Billy. Once an individual is done with that exercise, they are so just in a euphoric type of feeling, because you're tired, you're sweating, and you're relieved. And that's what we try to do to get all that baggage up out of people.
My
Whether
brother.
it be the women or young men or grown men.
Yes.
Because we all walking around here, you know, when me or you were young, and if you had a sister and your sister fell down, the first thing your parents did to your sister, they went and they blew on her knee and they assured her everything was going to be okay.
Yes.
but let you fall down, Billy. They gonna tell you to get your butt up.
That's right.
And you bet not cry.
That's right. Hey, bro, we're going to talk
that-
again. We're going to have
Yeah.
to talk again because my time is short and I want to put Stace back on.
Okay.
But I want to say this to you.
Yes, sir.
You are the one that can help our society understand the rage
Yes.
that young men are placed in, not because they choose, but because of the environment and what the environment, how the environment will shape you. But also, it's showing, you have shown that even though you were placed in a place that says we're going to restrict you, we're going to control you, we're going to take your life, you turned it around. And now you're able to be, quote, the one that can speak to those who are lost. I'm going to talk
Right.
to you again, bro. Put your wife back on the phone, please.
Okay.
Love you, man. I mean, it just comes like that way. A brother has to let a brother know that he is loved. He's
Yes.
respected. Okay?
Absolutely.
And that's the way I feel about you, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Stacey.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you see, your husband just jumped and took it all. I mean, he is the one. I understand your love and understand your feelings in terms of just being so comfortable with your marriage.
Yes.
But now you got about 3 minutes, and let me hit your last solid points you want the folks to know about the Unstoppable Stewards and
Yes,
how they can
they can-
contact you.
They can actually follow us on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
We're the Unstoppable Stewards on Facebook. We're Unstoppable Stewards at Unstoppable Stewards on Instagram.
Okay.
If anyone wants to email us, they can email us at unstoppablestewards@gmail.
Okay. Say it again, just because the person just said, I don't know, I missed it.
Okay. Unstoppablestewards@gmail. If you want to reach us, if you want to reach him for any speaking engagements, you can reach us on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
at Unstoppable Stewards.
Okay.
And you can reach us on Facebook at The Unstoppable Stewards.
Okay.
Join
And-
and like our page. Follow us.
Sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful. And again, in 2024, we're going to check back in with the Unstoppable Stewards to find out
Yes.
more, some more good education. Because I'll tell you, your hubby is tremendous.
Yes,
He is tremendous.
He is amazing. That's
Yes.
why he's my husband.
Hey, and I see
He said
that,
thank you.
and we got to talk again. And like I said, he's a man's man. I want you to know that. Okay.
Yes, he is.
All right.
Yes.
Well, we're going to get ready to go. Say your last goodbyes to your fans and your friends, please.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys, for joining in. Please, please, please follow us and share our information because we are here to help.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay. Your hubby there, say,
Okay.
real quick. I'm about to run out of time.
Mm-hmm. Lavelle?
Hello.
Hey, say goodbye to your fans and friends real quick. Make it short.
God bless all my family out there in the Midwest, South Bend, Detroit, Michigan. God bless y'all. And just want to say, keep pushing.
All right. Family, this has been the Talk Beat Jones again. I am Billy E. Jones. Want to thank you again for all your love and all your caring and sharing. Don't forget, you can pick us up on the YouTube, TV33 on demand. You can go to the R.J. Watkins page. You can also just tune in on a Sunday, 15.2. You can check us out at 4 o'clock. Again, Billy E. Jones, love you. Don't forget that Jones Side Zoom, we got it going Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Send me your email to bj46978@gmail.com. I'll send you the link. Love you. Bye, Dad. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.